Hey everybody, welcome back to my weekly ALDI haul. I hope you're all having a good week or a good weekend whenever you happen to watch this. This one isn't too big, so let's get started. So here I have my usual golden hen 1 dozen eggs. This week we're going to keep both of them. I'm going to be boiling a bunch of the eggs so we can have some egg salad for lunch this week. And then here I have 2 Haas avocados. I believe they're large. Was only I think 79 cents each, which is better than if you go to the regular market where it's at least 99 cents, at least in my area. Now these are nowhere near ripe. I mean, they're hard as a rock. But I'm going to let them ripen over the next few days, and I am going to make some guacamole. I've been going gangbusters with the guacamole. So that's what these tomatoes are for. I like to add them into the guacamole, but also, you know, I can make my dish or my snack or whatever you want to call it with the basil leaves that grow outside and some olive oil and garlic. So delicious. Okay, then here I have a whole gallon of the whole milk. That is for Big Dog's mother. And for ourselves, I have a ½ gallon of skim milk, which, of course, you know, we use for drinking, but also for my smoothies. Then here I have Countryside Creamery half and half. That, of course, is for our coffee this week. Okay, then back here, I've got these little mandarin oranges that are supposed to be easy peel. I don't usually buy oranges just because, well, I'm lazy and peeling is not my favorite, but I thought they're easy peel, they're little, I could just throw a couple in my lunchbox, and, you know, it's a good snack, and a little bit different because I'm getting tired of grapes, so even though they were on sale, I believe it was green grapes on sale. Okay, then we have here some asparagus. These look a little thicker than the last ones I bought from Aldi. The last time I bought them, they were like shoestring, but these look a little more substantial. What I plan to do with these is have a 1-pan dish in the oven with salmon. So it's salmon and asparagus with like a lemon butter herb sauce on it. It looks really simple. It takes about 10 minutes to cook, and it's, you know, aside from the butter, and you don't have to go gangbusters on it, it's a pretty healthy meal. Then I have here a pound of French green beans. Now what I plan to do with this is have a Chinese style stir fry. Now the recipe uses pork, but I decided since we are trying to eat a little better, we're going to try it with ground turkey, because you want a mild flavored meat because we're going to marinate it and then cook it with some sauce, so I thought the turkey would take up the flavors really easily. Then I have here another butternut squash. So last week we made roasted root vegetables. I used carrots, butternut squash, and then sweet potatoes. We still have sweet potatoes left over, so I had butternut squash last week for the first time, and I was amazed at how good it was. I didn't realize that it had a little bit of its own natural sweetness. So since we have leftover sweet potatoes, I thought we're going to make that roasted root vegetables again in the oven, and I wanted more butternut squash, so I bought another one. It's not too big, so it's perfect for 2 people. Okay, then I have here, specially selected garlic naan flatbread this time. Last week I bought the plain naan for our chicken tikka masala, which was delicious. I don't have any Indian dishes planned this week, but you know, I thought like this could go well when we're eating the salmon and the asparagus because, well, it's garlic, and you could dip it in that butter sauce that comes out, or, you know, it's just really good flatbread. So I thought we could buy just 1 more pack. Here I have the Baker's Corner pure cane sugar. That's just something I like to keep in my pantry. I made a big batch of sweet tea this week in my Instant Pot, so I busted into the last bag, so I decided I just wanted a backup because I do use some sugar when I cook, and, you know, maybe I'll bake again this week, but definitely need it for that sweet tea for him because he loves sugar in his tea. Alright, then we have here the deli rolls. I didn't buy cold cuts and all that because, like I said, I plan to make some egg salad this week. Plus, we still have leftover cold cuts and whatnot. This week, we ended up taking fewer sandwiches and more leftovers. So, you know, we just don't really need a whole lot of other stuff other than some bread for the egg salad. Okay, then here I have my tropical blend, of course, for my smoothies. Still have quite a bit in the freezer, but it's always good to have extra just in case. Then back here is my flat leaf spinach. It went up by a penny. It's usually $1.19. Today the sign said $1.20. But that, you know, for sandwiches, smoothies, scrambled eggs, just anything. Just got to get your greens in. Okay, now another thing we're going to make this week, we're going to sous vide some pork chops. Now, these are kind of thin, but we decided due to the price and the amount, I mean, you get, over 3 pounds, and it's only $2.39 a pound. Some of the other cuts of pork chops they had were more expensive, so we thought we'll just go with this one. We've been playing around with the sous vide function on my Instant Pot, and we're loving it. It cooks it so perfectly, and it comes out so juicy. So there's a recipe I found for honey ginger sous vide pork chops. So you make the sauce and you cook it in the bag with the pork chops, and then afterwards you take the sauce and you just thicken it up on the stove. So we're going to have some sous vide pork chops, and then as a side, I'm going to go to the Asian market. I'm going to pick up some leafy green vegetables, like maybe some yu choy or baby bok choy, so we can have some vegetables to go with our dinner. All right, now that salmon and asparagus one-pan dish I was mentioning, this is a bit pricey. I don't normally buy salmon like this, but it's a beautiful piece of salmon, and it says it's fresh, never frozen, and it's just a little over 2 pounds. So it was a bit of a splurge, but I decided we're going to have a nice, fairly thick piece of salmon, as you can see, because normally I would buy the frozen fillets, but they can be kind of thin. So I thought, okay, for the first time making this dish, we are going to use this fresh piece of beautiful salmon. All right, then I mentioned we're going to also have the stir-fried green beans with ground turkey. So I bought this 93% lean ground turkey, and this one isn't too bad. I think it was $3.99. Oh, there's no price, but I think it was $3.99 total for this thing, and it's like 1.2 pounds. So we'll have this, and then, you know, some rice or something to go with the stir fry. Here we have, as usual, a 12-pack of soda. This week is the Dr. Dazzle. Nothing much more to say about that. He loves his sodas. Then, because I've been making a lot of guacamole, we needed more tortilla chips, so I bought the round tortilla chips this time. So this, you know, it's like less than $1, I think, for these white rounds. And last but not least, this is my impulse Aldi find. It is a 10-inch cast iron skillet. Now, as I've mentioned, we've been doing a lot of sous vide, and after you finish cooking the meat in the sous vide, you have to finish it off on the stovetop or the oven, you know, to give it the nice brown color so it doesn't look just gray, and it gives it a nice crust too. And then also you can use that same pan to make the sauce that you're gonna take out of the bag, and you want to thicken up, maybe add some vegetables to it or something. And so we've just been using skillets and roasting pans, but when I saw this for $10, I think it was $9.99, I thought you can't go wrong, because this can go in the oven. So we could take, for instance, a roast, throw it in the oven to crisp it up, and then take it out, already be hot, and throw in the juices from the sous vide, and, you know, make your sauce to go on top of the roast. So we've been talking about getting a cast iron skillet, kind of been looking around a little bit, but we never really settled on one. And when I saw this for $10, I thought you really can't go wrong. So now we have a 10-inch cast iron skillet, and it apparently is already pre-treated with some vegetable oil. So I have to go and look up online how to take care of a cast iron skillet. Alright, so this is my whole haul. Pretty small, but you know, I've got a few good ideas for food. Another thing that I'm going to make this week that is not included in here because the ingredients are going to be from the Asian market is I want to make Korean fried chicken in my air fryer. I just need some potato starch and a Korean red chili pepper paste. So I'm going to go off to H Mart and go buy some of my ingredients for that. The chicken wings are already in the freezer. We've had it for a while, not sure what we're going to do with it. So we're going to make Korean fried chicken. Alright, well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Take care, stay healthy, bye.